Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share a little bit of an update with you guys. I want to talk a little bit about how my skin has been doing and also share a few little updates on like my diet and lifestyle. Just as a little disclaimer, this is just what works for me personally. I never want to try to convince anyone of anything or, say that this is what works for everyone. I just want to share my personal experiences and what really works for me, and maybe that information will be helpful to some. Maybe some people can relate to that. I also want to talk about some of the mistakes that I made when I first became vegan, and I think some of the reasons that really caused my skin to get so bad. So I really hope that this video might be helpful to some, maybe if you're going through the same thing, or maybe you're just here to hear a bit of an update. I don't know. But anyway, so let's get started. I just want to give a little bit of a background for those who might be new. My skin is something that I've pretty much had difficulties with since I was about 16 years old. I mostly had a lot of these under the skin breakouts on my forehead that I was really self-conscious about. And there were of course times that my skin was better than others. If I took care of myself properly and I ate healthy, I drank green juices, I exercised and all that kind of stuff, my skin would look a lot better. And that was my main motivation, honestly, to be healthy, was my skin. And at the same time, it kept my body healthy. And then about almost 2 years ago now, I discovered the vegan plant-based lifestyle. And I had read about so many people that had completely healed their acne and even, small pimples and irritated skin by going on a vegan plant-based diet. So it really intrigued me. But then within this vegan plant-based diet, there are certain different diets or programs or guidelines that you can follow. And also, just a little side note, during this time that I had discovered this lifestyle and everything, I was going through a really stressful time in my life. And even though this might sound a little bit crazy, but adopting a new lifestyle, learning about something completely new to me, it gave me something positive to focus on that I became really passionate about. I started the lifestyle and I dove straight in. I went 100% raw vegan for 3 months. I was eating a lot of fruit and really low fat. And my skin broke out like crazy. I had never had such bad skin in my life. And I thought that maybe, it was a detox or it was my body adjusting or whatever it is. Everyone will tell you that it's something different. But anyway, I was really determined and I stuck through it. And sometimes I would feel super low because I felt like I was doing all these things that were supposed to be really good for my skin, and my skin was just horrible. But that is not to say that it will happen to everyone. And then pretty much for about 1.5 years, I stuck with it, and I did start to eat cooked foods again, but kept it all vegan. I was also really trying to make sure that I was eating a lot of food and that I was meeting around a specific calorie amount every single day. Not that I was eating too many calories, but that I was eating enough calories. And sometimes to the point where I would eat when I wasn't even really hungry. And I think that really threw my body off because I wasn't really eating intuitively. I wasn't really connecting with myself and seeing am I hungry or am I just eating because I need to, pass 2,500 calories or 3,000 calories or whatever it was that I was trying to aim for. And also, because my skin wasn't clearing up, I would try slightly different variations. For a few months, I would completely cut out fats and I wouldn't have any avocado, any nuts, any seeds, no oils, nothing. It was just 100% completely fat-free diet for a few months. And I had read and seen that had worked for a lot of people, so I tried it as well because I was just so frustrated that my skin wasn't healing. And that didn't work for me either. Not to say that it doesn't work for some, because it does work for some people. I mean, they get really great results that way. But for me, it wasn't helping. My skin wasn't improving. And again, stress and not feeling like myself, it was just really elevated during this time, and I think that also was just not good for my skin. Okay, so that was a little bit of a background. We're now November 2015. It's been about 2 years since I started. My skin has cleared and it looks beautiful, and I definitely have made some major adjustments to both my diet, my lifestyle, and I finally feel like I have balance. I have found a really happy place that I feel very comfortable in, and that I'm I'm feeling like in my groove again, and I really felt lost for a really long time. And feeling lost when you're doing YouTube and you're like on camera and people are like commenting and, you know, judging you on what you're doing, on what you're eating, what you're wearing, it's like it's much harder to actually find your place because you have like, you know, 1,000 opinions. But anyway, I'm very happy, and I've definitely learned to kind of like tune out the voices of other people and find myself and do what I think is good for my body, and it's not going to be the same for everyone. So the first thing that I think was a mistake was trying to eat, as I said, like when I wasn't hungry, or just to eat to get in certain amount of calories in my day. I'm not at all recommending to calorie restrict or to not eat when you're hungry. Nothing like that. I still think that I eat way more than the average person, definitely more than my friends and family. So it's not that I'm advocating to eat less or anything. But if you might be new to the vegan lifestyle and you're hearing people say that you have to eat at least, you know, X amount of calories a day, and you find that your skin is breaking out, that could be a reason. When our body doesn't crave food, it is healing itself, it's repairing, it's resting. I only eat when I'm hungry now. And then the second thing that has changed quite a lot is that I'm not eating as many fruits as I was before. I'm eating a lot more vegetables, more fats, and more starches. I personally love fruit. It's great for your body. It has the water and the fiber and the vitamins. It just comes in like the perfect little package, plus it tastes really great. And there are so many people that have gone on a completely fruit-based raw vegan diet and have healed like really bad cystic acne, and they've gotten beautiful skin. So it's not to say that it doesn't work for everyone. There are lots of people who have healed their skin on a completely fruit-based diet, but for me, it just didn't work. I used to have so many bananas, so many dates, and it just really broke my skin out, and I'm still like recovering from it. Like I still have some scarring and stuff. I still do eat fruit, of course. It's not that I've completely cut it out of my diet, but I'm not eating it as much as I was before. I still really love having fruit, like especially for breakfast and for snacks. I really enjoy it. But then for lunch, I'll have something more starch-based with like veggies and some healthy fats, and I'm really happy that way. And my skin, as I said, has been doing really well, and definitely staying hydrated, drinking a lot of water. That is something that I notice in my skin immediately. My skin just looks more plump and firm and like glowing when I've had more water. I think another huge part of what really helped my skin was the supplements that I was taking. I'm still taking the zinc and the maca, and then I also take the evening primrose oil sometimes and the omega-7. And then also third thing that's changed a little bit is that I'm not like so focused anymore on being so clean with my diet. But I guess with that said, if you were to compare my diet to like, you know, the average kind of population's diet, it is still extremely healthy because that's just how I like to eat. But I'm not so focused anymore on being like 100% clean about everything and like making it like pretty stressful for myself. If I just didn't have the choice and I had to eat something that was not like, you know, what I would really like to eat, then I would think about that, and I would think about how it could affect my skin. It was never really for like body wise and like the size of my body or being fat or skinny or anything like that. It was purely for my skin. And I think that the stress alone from that is worse than what that food could ever do. I mean, it's not that I was eating like a greasy cheeseburger or anything like that, but you know, just something that wasn't considered to me personally to be 100% clean. So now I still have like occasional little treats here and there, and it's completely fine for me. I think also just the fact that my skin has cleared up is a huge like positive boost for me, and that my emotional connection to myself and like the positive feeling that I have in my body is much more important. With all of this said, this is my experience dealing with acne when I went on a plant-based diet. I know that what happened to me is not something that everyone deals with. Some people go on a plant-based diet and they get amazing skin, but for me, I felt like I had to take a few detours here and there to see what really worked, like trying an all-fruit diet, trying a really low-fat diet, trying starch-based diet, blah blah blah. So now I've really found like a vegan diet that works really well for my body. Okay, and then the last thing that I just want to talk about really quick is also not trying to feel like you have to fit in to a specific box within the vegan diet. That might take some time, like experimenting with different things. And of course, my intention was always good. Like when I came to this lifestyle and I thought, yeah, I have to eat 3,000 calories and I have to eat this much fruit. It was always a good intention, but to say that it works for everyone is not the case. And also like not feeling the need to fit in with what everyone else is doing just because you adopted like a plant-based diet. It does not mean that you have to change every single part of your life. Do what is good for your particular lifestyle. I know the other areas of a vegan lifestyle, like outside the food part, it is a very like sensitive topic. A lot of people have very strong opinions about, and I never want to offend anybody. I never want to like, you know, say something that could make someone else feel bad, or maybe someone might not agree with me or my decisions that I make or the things that I choose to do. But at the end of the day, I also am just trying to find my own way and do what makes me feel good and makes me feel happy. So I think those are all the updates that I wanted to share with you guys. Just to quickly summarize, I am only eating now when I feel truly hungry. Second thing is I'm not eating as much fruit anymore, like definitely not many bananas or dates. Like I was just eating them like crazy before. That's kind of like the bread and butter of like the vegan or high carb vegan lifestyle. I'm eating a lot more starches and plant-based fats like avocados. I eat several avocados a week now, and it's only done positive things for my skin and for my body. Third is that my stress level in my life has just gone down so much. I think definitely having my skin being cleared now, or like 90% clear. It's not 100% clear, but I'm super happy with just being 90% clear. Like that's amazing for me. And then the fourth thing is, I guess, just not being so hard on myself, like trying to be 100% clean or 100% perfect and like super natural all the time, and just doing things that make me happy. Would I recommend a vegan diet to someone suffering with acne? 100%, definitely. Within that, there are a few different paths that you can take, but definitely at the end of the day, I know there are so many thousands of people who have healed their skin when they include more plant-based foods or like completely go on a plant-based diet. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and maybe found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, you can find me on my social media. I am on Instagram and Snapchat, and both of those are at AnnieJaffrey. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I hope that everyone's having a nice day, and I'll see you guys soon. Mwah!